We got more EX90 deliveries. And here she is. Look at that. This time, from here it looks like Silver Dawn. I think it is. It's open. With previously I think was just the blonde interior. I don't know if they changed the name for it now. Beautiful wood grain. Let's see. Cardamom. That's what it is. Cardamom quilted Nordico. And it is Silver Dawn. This one's 85,640. Twin motor electric ultra 7-passenger. As you can see. You know, with this configuration. In the back here. The vents. In from the back. This thing's nice. I think it beeped to close the door because there we go. Started screaming. I actually don't know what that beep was, but very sharp looking car. And here we have the actual key fob. Kind of interesting. So it just arrived. That is December, so obviously we got the rain going. Let's get her started. It is going to be not fully active because it has to go through the PDI, but we've been getting a couple more of these vehicles in recently. So, whew, cozy. Look at that. All right. Getting everything adjusted, the seats, the big screen, panoramic, excellent. The delivery steering wheel. All right, and then I don't think the screen's gonna work. I've actually never been inside of, okay, look at that. Oh, it actually does work. Never been inside when it's still in the turtle mode or whatever they call the mode before PDI. Look at that. This one's actually our first with the Bose. I haven't seen the Bose yet. Heads up display. I want to test out the Bose actually, because usually Bose in a lot of cars is not that great, but we'll test it out in this one. All right. It's a rainy day. I did sell one today. I had 3 visits. I thought we could sell 2, but we were close. But not ultimately couldn't close, and that's the one we were trying to close there. Wipers. There we go. Okay, a little too much. That is our mulberry red. Whoa, what's this? It's the sensors, I guess. Oh, maybe that's the, hey, I'm driving and I'm distracted or something. Yep, that's that. I think so. I don't know. Or seatbelt. That's what it is. Okay. Now, as you can tell, we're new to the EX90s. I did sell one EX90, which we're going to post the video of, but haven't had training fully yet on everything. So we're going to park it right next to our whole lineup of these new vehicles we have. And look at that, right behind another EX90 that we got. Very exciting. So actually we're going to move it back just a little bit. Look at that. That's nice. Now let's listen to the sound system and I'll judge it for you guys. Overall, let's turn the wipers off. Pretty comfortable car. Why are the wipers not turning off? There we go. Now they're off. Pretty comfortable car. Let's adjust the seats. Plenty of adjustability compared to the older models. Still feels like I'm a little high. There we go. Okay, perfect. It is a unique experience, especially if you're used to the older Volvos. The Nordico, kind of man-made, recycled material that's supposed to resemble leather. It is a very interesting take from Volvo. It does take a little bit to get adjusted to. I like the steering wheel here. It is, now that we're getting more and more of these EX90s, it is something we're just going to get used to over time. You're going to see that more. That is kind of funny. Still is, compared to the other vehicles, when you're super close, it makes this look pretty freaking tiny. Not a huge fan that, again, everything is kind of here. There's not as many adjustments. So far, music seems okay. Definitely not as good as Bose. I like how it's titled like that from the factory or whatever. Polestar 3, and I was like, where's a Polestar around here? But that's titled Polestar 3. But anyways, we're going to test it out now with my own songs, and then we're going to head back inside after showing you. There's the wireless charger, plenty of space there. Overall, I mean, for someone who's very tech-oriented, this is great. The only concern I have is Volvo has a lot of the older generation, and the older generation is going to be like WTF as soon as they sit inside of this. It is pretty hard to explain it to someone who's never even had a Google account. You know, very rarely, super rarely, but sometimes Volvo customers still have flip phones, and then you go like, hey, oh, look at this. You know, maybe they're the ones that were driving a Volvo for 15 years and they missed a couple generations, and now they're coming into it and they're like, oh, I heard about good things about electrics. It is a lot to explain. And that's why these processes now with Volvo, what they've told us a little bit, these presentations should be well over an hour, even up to 2-3 hours sometimes, depending on the client. So it is kind of cool, but I think there comes a point where there may be just a little bit too much technology sometimes for everybody. And even for us, it's a little difficult, especially it's a new thing. Yes, we will go through it, but again, the only thing that I don't like is the bottom there, because dirt can very easily get under there and it feels a little flimsy. Like, I feel they could have done something a little bit better there. Like, this when it's closed is fine, but here it's a little weird. Anyways, let's test out the sound again. All right, initial impression of the sound system, it's better than the other Bose I've been in. We had a Porsche Panamera with the Bose sound system, and that sucked. I've been in top-of-the-line Infinity Autographs, QX60, Bose, sucked. EX90 Bose, it is the first Bose. I've had Bose headphones, and those were awesome. Bose inside cars, sucks. 90% of the time, sucks. Nissan, Infinity, tried that, terrible. I've been in a couple other brands I can't remember, but the Bose systems were not good in any. The Porsche was probably the most like, what the... It was all right, but not for a $120,000 Porsche Panamera. However, in here, a vehicle that doesn't cost as much, sure, with taxes and everything, you're looking at the 90s, this is a very good Bose sound system. Now, this is also probably a couple years after, you know, the Porsche Panamera was like a 23. This is very nice. You can easily tell the difference. I would say it's on the same level as like Harman Kardon. It's probably the same level as Harman Kardon. Maybe in some areas it is better than the current Harman Kardon, just because you have more speakers, whatever, subwoofers in the back. Pretty nice. But you can feel that it's kind of, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of flat in some areas. And you turn up the bass, you turn up the subwoofer. You can tell there's a huge world of a difference between this and the Bose & Wilkins. Bose & Wilkins, mwah, chef's kiss. It's awesome. However, you're also paying a lot more for that. So, if it's worth it, if you're an audiophile and you happen to make good money, the couple $1,000s, well, difference, because usually it's not just Bose & Wilkins. Usually these vehicles, unless you custom order and you're okay waiting forever, usually if it has Bose & Wilkins, it has a couple other things with it. However, this is pretty nice. It's very nice. It's not a bad sound system, and for the average person, Bose is something they're going to love. They're going to absolutely enjoy. I think I was pleasantly surprised. So let's step outside now, which I've been kind of just chilling in here because of the rain, and let's show you the vehicle. Car. Thanks for watching. Have a great one. And here it is in the light after drying off a teeny bit. It's on air suspension, so it lowered. Check out this X90. how shiny it is. Look at that. Upgraded rims.